Hi there, Junior Roses! Welcome back to the YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at what your poop says about your health. This was a very highly requested video by you guys. I'm just kidding. I wanted to make it anyway. Nobody asked for this. So in this video, we're going to be looking at all different kinds of poops, from soft poop, hard poop, green poop. Yeah, apparently that's actually a thing. Green poo. And yellow poo. As this video goes on, the poos are going to get more and more rare, but they do actually happen to some people. The one at the end is very weird, and I hope it never happens to me. So make sure you stick around to the end to see exactly what all of these poos mean, and whether you're going to die or not. Not going to lie, guys, this video could actually save your life. So, alright, there. Alright, before we start, as always, I just want to point this out. Of all of you fantastic people who watch my videos about poop. Just kidding. If you're new to this channel, I don't just make videos about poo. There's other things as well. Only 73.7% of you are subscribed. Well, that needs to change. If you watch my videos and you enjoy them, then please do subscribe. It's free and easy to do, and it really helps me out. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first one. Very plain and simple. Brown poo. 99% of people have this. Surprise, it's 99%. You're telling me there's 1% of people in the world that don't have brown poo. This is normal. Your digestive system is healthy. Okay, good. Good to hear. 95% of people have sausage-shaped poo. This is the ideal shape. You're eating enough fiber and likely have no dietary concerns. I'd say this is how mine is like most of the time. Unless there's something wrong with me. Oh, this video is so weird. 91% of people have had this one. A sinker. I like how they've got a picture of a ship there. Healthy poop sinks to the bottom as it's denser than the toilet water. Plenty of fiber. Yeah, mine don't ever float, I don't think. Mine always sink. Guess that's a good thing. There you go. I never knew that. So if your poo is floating, it just means you're not eating enough fiber. 88% people have had this. Diarrhea. I mean, who hasn't had diarrhea? You may have food poisoning. Make sure you stay hydrated, as this is mostly water. Well, yeah, it could be food poisoning, or you just could have a stomach bug. Diarrhea is horrible, isn't it? It's just the worst thing ever. 85% of people have had this. Soft poop. This means you are eating too much processed food, like bread. Interesting, okay. I was going to say, how do you know if your poo's soft? I suppose you know. You kind of know as it's happening, don't you? It's not like you pick it up and feel it afterwards. Oh, God, this video is weird. I'm sorry I've made this. I'm sorry, but it's interesting. You got to admit. 83% of people have had this. A floater. This is a sign of poor nutrient absorption or excessive gas. I don't remember the last time I had a floater. I don't know if I've ever had a floater, to be honest. Yes! I've got good gut health. 79% of people have had this. Mushy poop. This means you have mild diarrhea, but not bad enough to cause major concern. Mushy poop. What does that even mean? Is that like when it just goes into like a pile, like the poop emoji? That's what I'm imagining. It's like in between being healthy and having diarrhea. 77% of people have had this. Blob-shaped poo. Eat more fiber-rich foods like beans and avocados. Okay, blob shape. How does that even happen? 75% of people have had this. Longer than 15 minutes. Okay, interesting. So if you're pooing for longer than 15 minutes. If your poop lasts longer than 15 minutes, it's a sign of constipation. Mine lasts longer just because I go on my phone. Like, just sit on the toilet on my phone. But I'm actually pooping for probably like 4 minutes. Maybe not as much. Maybe not even as much as that. This is great, guys. I feel like you're getting to know me on a really personal level. Oh, God. Sweet corn. Oh, this video is grim. 71% of people have had this. This is normal as your body can't digest sweet corn fully. Sorry, so you're telling me 29% of people can? Unless there's 29% of people just don't eat sweet corn. I guess that's what it is. 69% of people have had this. Massive poop. This can mean your large intestines are getting too stretched. Just a massive shit. Well, we've all done one of them, haven't we? So you're telling me I'm eating too much? Okay, great. Yeah, but naturally, if you are a bigger person, taller, whatever, you're going to need to eat more anyway. So naturally, your poos are going to be bigger. Likewise, if you're smaller, you're probably going to have a smaller poos. Like a mouse isn't going to do a poo the size of a human, is it? 66% of people have had this. Excessive gas. This is most likely due to certain foods that you've been eating. Yeah, too many beans. Too many beans. I've actually been farting so much recently and it's embarrassing. 64% of people have done this. Ghost wipe. When you wipe and there is no poop due to well-compacted poop. That is the best feeling ever. When that happens, a ghost wipe is the best thing. I don't know if you guys have ever had it, but it's like, wow, I didn't even need to use this toilet paper. You just sort of think, you're like, I don't ever have to wipe for the rest of my life. Don't fall into that trap, because you do. And then you start smelling of poo. 63% of people have had this. Loose poop. This may be caused by a gut infection. Loose poop? What do you mean loose poop? What does that even mean? Just loose, like just around you? What does that mean? 61% of people have had this. Rock solid poop. This is an indication that you are dehydrated. Drink more water. There you go. That would be really painful as well if you have rock solid poop. 60% of people have had this. Lumpy poop. This indicates a lack of fiber in your diet. I feel like a lot of these things are due to a lack of fiber. That's what I'm learning so far. Just have more fiber. 58% of people have had this. A stress poop. I do these all the time. I just sit on the toilet, just... I'm so stressed with my day. Bowel movements can be triggered by stress and anxiety. 55% of people have had this. Burning poop. No, there's no way 55% of people shit flames. That just doesn't happen. Imagine pooing and there's flames on it. No, obviously it doesn't mean literally on fire, but the acid from very spicy food will burn when your poop exits. It's no concern. Yeah, if you have some spicy food the night before, it just burns as it leaves the anus. 51% of people have had this. Poop causing cramps. This is a sign you aren't drinking enough water and may be constipated. Yeah, that has happened to me actually. The constipation part, not so much, but I have had cramps. Just in case you wanted to know that. You might do. 50% of people have had this. Rotten egg smell. Eat less sulfur-rich foods like meat and dairy products to prevent this. Oh my god. I would say most of mine smell like that. I'm eating too much meat. Okay, all right, noted. See, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Like, I'm learning a lot about my poo. Who knew you could tell so much just from looking at your poop? 47% of people have had this. Oily poop. This may be due to your body not absorbing enough nutrients. Okay, oily poop. I don't think I've had an oily poop, but then I can't say I've handled it to know. 45% of people have had this. Rocket poop. Your poop quickly shoots out. Can be a sign of diarrhea. Okay. Just straight out of the anus. Rocket poop. It's got a thruster attached to it. 44% of people have had this. A gurgling in the stomach often indicates the need for bowel movement. Need to poop. I mean, yeah. I can't believe 44% of people have had. Surely everyone's had that. You just get a gurgling in the stomach. You don't hear it all the time, but when you do, it's loud. 40% of people have had this. Terrible smell. You may have giardiasis, an infection that causes horrible smells. Yeah, or it could just be the fact that your poo stinks. Literally a bit. It's meant to smell. Don't listen to that, guys. It's stupid. I guess it means if it smells particularly bad, like worse than normal, then there could be an issue. But how are you meant to know? Maybe if you were to poo and it smelled so bad that it like shatters the glass around you or something. You smelling it makes you instantly pass out. Maybe that's the breaking point. 37% of people have had this greasy poop. This is indicative of malabsorption issues such as celiac disease. Okay. Greasy poop. Oh, I hope I never have a greasy poop. 35% of people have had this black poop. This is a sign of bleeding in the upper digestive tract. Okay, that's an important one. So if you've got black poop then, if it's black or red, it could be a sign there's blood in it. And that is when you want to get checked out. 33% of people have had this sticky poops. Sticky, difficult to wipe poop is caused by a buildup of mucus. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. This is really graphic, isn't it? This is a horrible video that I'm making. But you know what? It's interesting. Why would there be a build-up of mucus? Who is... I suppose if you've got a cold, maybe? You know, when you can't spit it out, you have to keep swallowing it. 29% of people have had this. Liquid poop. This can be caused by food poisoning. Yeah, I mean, that's the same as diarrhea, basically, isn't it? It literally just comes out as water. It's like you're pissing out of your ass. When you have poop like that and you sit on the toilet as a man, you kind of feel like a girl. You feel like you're going to the toilet like a girl. 26% of people have had this. Frequent toilet breaks. This may mean you have irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. When we say frequent toilet breaks, how many are we talking? I heard somewhere that the average or a desirable amount of times to poop per day is 2 to 3. I'm going to double check that. Okay, it says what is considered a normal number of bowel movement varies, but a healthy range is typically between 3 times a day and 3 times a week. 3 times a week doesn't seem like a lot to me. I suppose it depends on how much you eat and who you are. It's what's inside that counts. Okay, 22% of people have had this. Super thin poop. It means you may have to eat more vegetables and fruits. Interesting. So not enough fruit or veg. If you've got super thin poo, like it comes out like a strand of spaghetti, then you're probably not eating enough fruit and veg. 14% of people have had this. Orange poop. Have they? 14%. Surely not. This means you have blocked bile ducts and need medical attention. What is a bile duct? Who's had an orange poo? That sounds really cool. I'd like to see that. 8% of people have had this. Snotty. This is caused by mucus in poop and dehydration. What do you mean snotty? Well, if you get snotty? Or if you've got snot in your... Oh, Jesus. How are you meant to know if you've got snotty poop? Oh, God. 7% of people have had this. Yellow poop. Your diet is too high in fats. Cut back on excess meat and fast food. Yellow poop. If it's as bright yellow as it looks here, you know what? I want to see it. I want to see it. So basically, you're eating too much fat if you have yellow poo. Wow. It's kind of impressive, isn't it? Like, to be able to eat that much fat that your poo turns yellow. Okay, 5.5% of people have had this. Green poop. I feel like you have green poop when you're a baby. My dad's told me a story. The day I was born, he held me for the first time. And apparently, I shit down his top. So he was holding me like this. And it was green. Green poop. If you have green poop, you've eaten something with lots of purple food coloring. Interesting. Does it mean to say green? Or is it something to do with purple food coloring gives you green poo? It's an interesting one. I've never heard of that before. 5% of people have had this metallic smell. That's the smell of the iron in your blood. You may have internal bleeding. Ugh, rectal bleeding. Okay, so if your poo smells of metal, or if it smells metallic, you could have bleeding. And if you're worried, just go get checked out. 4.1% of people have had this, a sweet smell. This is a sign of uncontrolled diabetes. See a doctor before it becomes incurable. Why would it be incurable? You'd think if it smells sweet, what's the issue with that? That must be lovely. I'd imagine it's just because you've been eating too many sweets and too much sugar. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. No. But no, it's because you've got diabetes. Why does poo have to smell so bad? In fact, why does poo smell so bad? Like, why haven't we evolved to make it smell nice? Why does it have to smell literally like shit? 4% of people have had this fishy smell. This is an incurable genetic disorder called fishy odor syndrome. Oh, right. That's a lovely name. Fishy odor syndrome. Wow. I think mine smelled like that once, but just because I had quite a lot of fish the last few days. Other than that, I don't know if I had a syndrome. 3.5% of people have had this extremely long poop. The longest poop ever was 8 inches long. It was full of intestinal parasites. 8 inches. That is, it's quite impressive. I feel like that's not as long as I was expecting. 8 inches is, what, like that? You know what? I feel like I've beaten that. That's not even that big. Oh, God. I do want to be in the Guinness World Book of Records, but not for the longest poop. 3% of people have had this very white poop. Wow, what are they, a seagull? This is a sign of an issue in the liver, possibly a result of excess alcohol. Okay, too much alcohol makes your poo go white. Literally the opposite of what it should be. That's crazy. It would be so weird if you looked down into what the mess you had just created and it was white. It's the same color as the porcelain it's just landed in. 2.7% of people have had this streaks of blood. This can be due to swollen blood vessels in and around the rectum. Bleeding rectum. Oh my God, yeah, you definitely want to get yourself checked out if that happens. 2% of people have had this red poo. Possible bleeding in the lower digestive tract. Severe internal bleeding. Oh my God. So if it's just completely red, you're definitely bleeding and you should definitely go get yourself checked out. That would be so scary, wouldn't it? 1.6% of people have had this fluffy poop. This may be caused by overreactive bowels. Well, it says at the bottom there, too much fat, so it could also be from having too much fat. What does it mean, overreactive bowels? I guess you just have to have less fat. Just 1% of people have had this. Inedible objects. You have been eating things that aren't food, which is usually pretty easy to avoid. Oh my God, it's just Lego bricks. So if you're pooing out Lego bricks, you probably know why you're pooing out Lego bricks. You've eaten them. But you should know that. 0.9% of people have had this bubbly poop. Foamy poop indicates that you have too much fat in your diet. Foamy. Bubbly. Oh, that's so grim. I've definitely never seme that before, and I don't want to. 0.5% of people have had this blue to purple poop. This means your body can't break down the heme to create hemoglobin. Blood disorder. Oh, wow. So you've got some sort of digestive issue. Again, should probably get checked out. I mean, I'm no professional. I'm simply reading this video out loud. But going to see a medical professional if you're worried probably wouldn't harm anyone. 0.1% of people have had this ammonia smell. This may signal liver disease. Call a doctor right away. Ammonia smell. I don't know what ammonia smells like. Is that like chlorine? Liver disease. I don't really know what ammonia smells like. Oh, God. 0.08% of people have had this. Worms. Worms can be caught from uncooked food. See a doctor immediately. Oh, if you... I would just want to die then and there. If I pooped and looked at it and it was just a worm in there wiggling around, I would just... Honestly, I would go downstairs and have a worming tablet that my cat has, just to try and sort myself out. I'd be like, that's why I'm so hungry all the time. I'm feeding for 2. 0.05% of people have had this. Smoky poop. Steamy poop might indicate phosphorus poisoning. Steamy poop. Imagine you've done a steamy poop. It's just steam rises. Condensation starts going on the mirror. Oh, honestly, you don't want to go in there. I've just done a hot, steamy poop. Okay, guys, we've made it to the last 2, and they are certainly different. And I would really like to have this one, but not the next one. 0.004% of people have had this. Rainbow poop. Caused by consuming food with vibrant pigments. Colourful food. So if you're having lots of different colours, surely not. Surely it's from food colouring that you get rainbow poop. Not from colourful food, because you can eat fruit and veg, which are all sorts of different colours. And it always ends up the most boring of all the colours, brown. I wish it was rainbow coloured, my poop. How great would it be if your poop was coloured depending on what you ate? Like, I never have brown food apart from chocolate. Okay, we've made it to the last one. So 0.0001% of people have had this. Puke poop. And this is as bad as it sounds. Poop vomiting means your guts are fully blocked. You might not have long left to live. You're literally puking up poop. It's coming out the wrong orifice. Honestly, I don't think I can think of a worse way to go than that. That would be so bad. I just want to know what has to happen for that to happen. How badly constipated do you need to be for that to happen? You've just got to have your arsehole surgically removed. I don't understand how else that would happen. Oh my God. Right, okay, that's going to be it for today's video. Bit of a different one. As I mentioned at the start, thanks for requesting this, guys. I know you wanted to see this. Oh, just kidding. Nobody requested it. I did. Before we go, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Also, let me know in the comments, what is the weirdest poop that you've seen? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. What is your favorite poop? Okay, take it easy. I will see you in the next video. Bye.